The topic this week, week 37, is how did you decide to transition? For me, it was a very gradual transition, actually, from being this straight girl to this bisexual girl to this lesbian, butch, gender queer, gender fuck to, okay, I can't handle this anymore, I'm trans. And from then, it was just like, you know what, my mom loves me, my family loves me. If they disown me now, I don't give a shit because so much, like, well, I guess, whatever, when I, like, a year and a half ago, there was a really bad, sexual experience involving these two guys. I mean, I guess you could call it rape, and at that point, I just thought, if something like this can happen to me, I don't give a shit what anybody else thinks. I'm gonna be happy. Because I was miserable, you know? I mean, obviously, if something like that happens, you're just gonna be miserable. So, I said, fuck it. Fuck everybody else, you know? I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. I know, I'm sorry I'm swearing a lot, but, I mean, so I had previously come out to my mom asking her if she would use gender-neutral pronouns, and then I guess it was like a couple weeks later, I asked, so Mom, would you use male pronouns? And she said, do you need me to? And I said, Mom, I need to be a boy. So, I mean, from then on, it was just like, you know what? I just don't care. I just don't care what anybody thinks. I just decided, you know, at this point, this is what's good for me, and I made the leap, you know, and, like, I had fucking long hair, okay, but it was long, it was, like, over a foot long, and, I chopped it all off, and I went for this androgynous look. It was winter break, so I went down to go see my sister, who was in cosmetology school at the time, and she shaped my hair, and gave me an androgynous look, and then from there, it just got more and more boyish, and, like, I grew up in the past year and a half a surprising amount. Like, I feel like the more masculine I feel, that I present more masculine, and, like, I, like, look more masculine, like my face. I mean, it's probably garbage, but I feel like because I want to be more masculine, that I look more masculine. I don't know, it's probably a bunch of bullshit, but that's how I feel. It needed to happen, and that's one of the things I'm going to say to every boy out there. It needs to happen, like, even if you deny it for so long, because I denied it for, like, over 6 months, and I know that a lot of people deny it for longer than that, so who am I to say that 6 months is a long time? But you need to be happy. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. This is about you. This is your life, and I understand, or I can fathom the idea of somebody hating you. No, people do hate me because of who I am, and I know that it happens a lot, especially people who mean a lot to you can turn on you like that. But to be completely honest, once you come out, it's like when I came out and when I started transitioning, I can't tell you how good it felt. It was just like, you know, I'm like, holy crap, I can actually be me. And of course it sucks. There are all these shitty things that go along with it, like being afraid all the time and being paranoid all the time, and oh my god, what bathroom do I use? Fuck, I have to pee. Like, what is this girl gonna think when she finds out that I'm actually, like, anatomically the same as her? It sucks. It does suck, but, you know, it could be so much worse. You could be trapped in like, I mean, you could just be so afraid of yourself because you are so unhappy, and people think, okay, if I don't go through the transition, I won't be miserable, I won't have all these trans issues to deal with, but that's bullshit. The trans issues suck. Getting turned down from therapists suck. Having to wait for your letters for surgery and hormones suck, but it is so much better than sitting and suffocating yourself. So, make the leap. Even if it's after you move out, like, just accept it if it's there, you know. I mean, don't deny it. If you feel like it's right, and it could just be, you know, something that's actually not there, but give it a chance. I mean, if you honestly feel this way, don't deny it. I mean, just Like, you have to listen to yourself as much as you don't want to. You've got to do it. I mean, it's just, you need to. There's no pussyfooting around a subject like that. This is your life, you know? And you have to take care of you because you're the only person who's going to be with you for your whole life. Like, I'm sorry, guys, but you're stuck with yourself. And there's no getting around that. And as far as, you know, the guys who, like, come out and, or don't come out and just slowly feel themselves falling away. I know it's hard. I do know it's hard. I've been there. I am there. But you can't, you know, I mean, don't become part of the statistic. There's so much more. Like, I know that this is that you're probably like, okay, who the fuck are you talking to me? You're not even 16 years old. You're just a dumb fucking tranny boy. That's the thing, is I'm only 15, but I've got so much left to go, you know? Like, it sucks. It does suck. I know that. But just, I mean, think of all the things you can accomplish. And you've got so much time and you've got so much to give. And, I mean, even if you don't come out yet and you can't come out because you're afraid of your family or, you know, afraid of losing everything, there are people out there who care for you. I mean, sometimes they're states away, but sometimes they're countries away, but they're there. And, you know, I mean, just as long as you come to terms with it, come out to yourself first. You don't have to come out to everybody else at once. It can be a gradual thing, and you can move out and then take care of your life and then be like, hey, Mom, Dad, I don't know how you're going to feel about this. Like, I thought that my parents would hate me. But they don't. I mean, they love me just as much, if not more. And I know that it sucks. I know that it's hard. But you gotta stick through it. Because, I'll say, you can't be that statistic. You can't. There's no... It's the coward's way out. And I know, you know, it sucks. And I know life gets fucking hard. Obviously. I mean, who wants to be trans? Nobody. It sucks. You can be a role model for someone. I never thought that I was special. I mean, I still don't to this day. I think that I'm an okay guy. I'm nice. I'm polite. You know, I've got good personality traits. But hardy cats. Athens Boys Choir wrote me a letter telling me that he was inspired by me for doing things that were just necessary. And I'm not telling you go out and be a lobbyist and go out and be open and, you know, an activist and doing things that put you in the spotlight where you don't want to be. I'm not saying do that. I'm saying be you and be just happy. Because someday there's going to be some little tranny who's like 13 and afraid to come out, and he's going to see you and he's going to be like, I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy. And I don't think that there's anything better than that. Just as long as you come out to yourself. That's all I can ask. You don't have to come out to your grandparents. You don't have to come out to your school. But just be satisfied with who you are. Because there are people who love you, you know, no matter what. And sometimes it's just hard for them to get around things that they're not used to. But just don't be that statistic. You can't be that statistic. Because we need as many trannies as we can get. Holy cow. I decided to come out because I needed to. It wasn't a question of, are they going to accept me? Are they going to still love me? It was, I need to be happy. Come out for you. Come out when you're ready. And you're thinking, I don't need to come out. You do. It's just such a burden is uplifted. It's amazing. It's, do it when you're ready. But do it. Don't deny it. Because you're just going to suffocate yourself.